We're at Comic-Con 2014, and Comic-Con would not be Comic-Con without Nerd HQ.
Oh, right? Wow. We're getting synonymous.
A little endorsement there?
What's happening? That's a great endorsement.
But you're working your ass off here, right? You got people coming through, you're talking to them.
Yeah.
Tell us about your schedule at Comic-Con, Zach.
Well, I mean, typically, you know, this weekend in San Diego is mayhem and amazing and awesome, and there's so much stuff going on. Nerd HQ is just one of those things, but we aim to please. I mean, it's 4 days and 3 nights of panels and photo booths and signings, and all that stuff's all for charity, for Operation Smile. We're the Nerd Machine. We're selling merch all weekend long. Hopefully people like the t-shirts that we make. And then we do parties every night, and you know, it's video games and technology. I mean, it's gnarly, but I'm there. I'm the face of the company and the host of all of the stuff. Even though it's all fan moderated Q&A, or it's all fan Q&A, I just kind of like hang back.
You
and
just kind of
little zingers every once in a while.
Conduct the
just
mayhem.
Just make sure everything it's controlled chaos.
So which one are you most excited for? Like, I know you just pick a couple of highlights.
Well, Jeff Bridges is going to be there with The Giver. So, I mean, I've never met Jeff Bridges before. I'm pretty stoked about that. He is the dude after all.
He's the dude.
And can't not geek out on that bit. Joss Whedon's back. I love Joss. He's always a huge fan favorite. Nathan Fillion's doing a couple panels with us. Orphan Black. You know, we got a lot of just really great fan favorite shows or individuals, and to me the most important thing is just that you have, you know, there's only 300 people that can fit into our panel room, so as long as those 300 people are more stoked than they were, you know, more stoked leaving than they were when they got there, then I'm stoked. And
you've been on this from the other side too, right? As an actor, participating in panels at Comic-Con.
Oh, sure,
like, what do you glean from that experience that you find useful as a traffic cop in the moderation game?
Well, you know, I mean, to me that was one of the biggest things. You know, doing you know, like kind of the proper Comic-Con panels with moderators, like it's awesome, and you get to answer a lot of questions, but you got like 5,000 fans that are all sitting out there just dying to ask you what your favorite color is, and for me, I'm like, this is a fan event. Like, I want the fans to be seen and heard and acknowledged.
It's their chance to make a connection.
Yeah, you know, and then for us too, like it gives us a connection to the people that are supporting us in our careers and in the art that we create. So that's what we set out to do.
I mean, there are people out there waiting in line hours, days to get in to see these panels overnight. Give us your, like, what would be your advice to anybody who's out there waiting? Like, what kind of survival guide can you get from Nerd HQ about surviving Comic-Con, making it the best possible experience?
Well, the nice thing about Nerd HQ is that there's no waiting, because it's not based on passes. People buy.
But I mean, elsewhere in Comic-Con.
Elsewhere, like, I would say hydrate and find the nearest
stretch.
Stretch and calisthenics. You got to keep the blood pumping. And you know, and just you got to have a lot of patience. Be kind to yourself and to others. You know, it can be a madhouse, but it's a lot of really excellent people that come down here this weekend, fans and celebrities alike. I mean, it's a really fun weekend.
Let's say there's some time travel, and your 14-year-old self shows up here at Comic-Con. What would you advise young Zach to go see here? What would you tell him?
Other than Nerd HQ?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, the convention's amazing. It is chock full of everything in the world of nerd, and then some. I mean, pop culture is really kind of taking over down here, and then go explore the gas lamp. Like, there's so many cool little activations that every network.
So try to get into a bar, young Zach, 14-year-old. See, here are the bars that card. Here are the ones that don't.
Bar and just start doing shots. Don't do that, 14-year-old Zach.
That's bad. You'll end up on a bad path, and then that will disrupt the future, and then no Nerd HQ, and we wouldn't want that. Anyway, we're glad you're here, man. Thanks for coming in and stopping by.
Thank you so much.
See you around. Have a good con.
Thank you. You too.